Hola, it's Gipsy Dean, presenting Tapalpa, Jalisco Mexico, a Pueblo Magico. Started out here at Hotel Luna Sacra. It cost me about $50 a night, but it had a fireplace and it was very nice. There are no cheap hotels in Tapalpa, but they're all very nice. And there's not very many. Okay, so I kind of just threw this video together, not real well organized. Just wanted you to get a feel for this beautiful old town. Whitewashed buildings, tile roofs, friendly people, laid back ambience. Hey, let's go check out this little alleyway here. Well, there were many shops and boutiques, and a few restaurants, a couple of bars. But it's a laid-back place where about the only thing going on is ranching and tourism. It's located up there. It's almost at 6,500 feet, so it gets cool in the evening. So I was glad to have that fireplace in my room, let me tell you. A lot of people go up here for the summer to escape the heat.
Okay, we're going to try Paulino's restaurant. Buenas tardes. Yo, sí.
I chose Paulina's restaurant for the view, commanding view of the whole plaza and the beautiful church. Okay, well, finally lunch has arrived.
And here's our lunch. Carne adobada, beans, guacamole, nopales, and un indio stands guard. Here we are in Tapalpa, the main square, looking at the main church. We'll do a little panoramic view here. There's where we had lunch, slowest service in Mexico. And here's the kiosco behind these trees. More shops and restaurants. So let's go see the church.
Okay, here we are inside the church. This church was built entirely by bricks, one brick at a time. Wish I had a peso for every brick they used to build this church. It's not a small church either. The ceiling was very high inside. I just had to video it, show you the dome. It was quite an engineering feat to build a church this size just by bricks.
Okay, we're outside the church now. overlooking a small church. Perhaps this was the original church. And we have the Dulceria.
This is the little plaza in front of the church. Notice the wood balconies. We're going to take a walk down by the wood balconies next.
We're walking down the peaceful streets of Tapalpa. I keep saying that wrong also.
It did have a cultural center, Casa de la Cultura, right next to a small park with some unusual sculptures. Back in the plaza, we're gonna take a quick tour of this bar here. This is the City Hall, government offices in this small corner building with the police station also. Okay. La Villa. Kind of a plain ordinary bar, but the drinks were cheap. A beer and a tequila cost us only 75 pesos. Well, located a few blocks from the main plaza is Templo de la Merced. It's the other church in Tapalpa. However, it wasn't open.
Here we have a typical street, although it's on an uphill grade. Well, it's nighttime and we're in the main square of Tapalpa. We can see some Christmas lights. There we are at the Kiosco at night in the main plaza. You can see the church in the distance. Up here's a couple bars. Here we are at the Cantina.
This bar was kind of cute. It had 5 outside chairs, so you could drink in the street legally. But when I went inside, it was empty. I didn't know what to think of it. Had the whole bar to myself. But that music drove me out of there. I couldn't handle it. Let's go find another bar. Back at the same old bar we had a drink in the afternoon.
Okay, let's go check out the Main Street eateries.
Well, there wasn't a big choice of restaurants, so we
You can eat on the street. or you can eat in the balcony.
Now here we are. Going to go upstairs to the restaurant with the beautiful balconies. And you're greeted by a COVID checker who takes your temperature and puts antibacterial lotion on your hands. Very clean restaurant. Prices were very moderate with a large selection of local foods.
Here we are in the central square in the morning. Kind of sleepy this morning, not much going on.
So I decided to go out and see Las Pedras, the rocks. Hey, this place really rocks.
Here we are at La Pedras.
Rode out there on a rented quad moto with a guide who took us out there and showed us around.
And behind us here are horse and burro rentals.
It's a mule. It's a mule.
No one knows how these rocks got there, but they sure were interesting. You can look back and see the entrance place with all the amusements. This would be a good place for a rock concert. Pun intended. Well, now this brings us to the end of this presentation. I'm going to go back and show you the entrance complex.
So in the meantime, back at the home base, people are here feeding their face. Okay, one last look at the rocks. And the horses.
Okay, well, this is Gipsy Dean saying adios from Tapalpa, Jalisco, Mexico. Okay, see you on the next presentation.